cooler weather and changing leaves makes me feel like it's time to bring out my cozy sweaters and scarves. Oh, hey guys! Welcome back to the AFI Project Lab. If you're joining us for the first time, we're so happy to have you. Speaking of cozy sweaters, today I'll be teaching you guys how to give your candle a gradient effect with our version of Bath & Body Works Sweater Weather Fragrance. It's a simple technique that you can upgrade an otherwise simple candle into something colorful and fun. Let's get started. So this candle starts off just like any other. You'll need a glass candle vessel. Something like a thick-walled, wide-mouth jar works really well. I really like these jars, so I'll be using one for today's video. Before you get your wax melted down, wick your vessel of choice using a wick that's compatible with your wax. Here I've got a small wood wick, which works great with my candle size and wax blend. This is a Parasoy blend called Pro Blend 600, which I love for container candles. To know how much wax you'll need for your candle vessels, you'll need to do a quick calculation. My jar can hold 9 ounces of liquid in total, but because wax has a different density than water, I'm going to multiply 9 by 0.8 because wax is about 80% as dense as water. This gives me 7.2 ounces of wax in total, which I'll round to 7 to account for the fragrance I'll be adding. To get a layered gradient effect on your wax, divide your total wax amount by whatever number of layers you want. In my case, I'll be pouring 3 layers. 7 divided by 3 is 2.3, meaning each layer will consist of 2.3 ounces of wax. So now that all of that math is out of the way, split your wax up evenly and start melting down your first layer using your method of choice. I like using a double boiler. And as our wax is melting, we're gonna wick our candle. You can use liquid dye or dye chips, but when it comes to making layered candles, I like to use liquid dye because it's easier to get consistent colors. I picked a maroon color for my candles because it makes me think of my favorite sweater. The bottom layer of the candle is going to be the darkest, so I'm going to be adding 3 drops. Now we're going to check the temperature to make sure it's ready to add fragrance. I like to add my fragrance in at about 185 degrees Fahrenheit because I feel like it gives off the best hot and cold throw. I've reached the ideal temperature, so I'm going to remove the wax from the double boiler and I'm going to pour in 1/3 of my fragrance. Once again, I'll be using our own version of Sweater Weather by Bath & Body Works in a 12% fragrance load. This right here is 0.2 ounces. Now we're going to stir well for at least a minute to make sure that it's really blended in. I like to continue to stir until the wax has reached pouring temperature. Your pouring temperature will vary based on the wax that you use. In my case, it's around 165 degrees. All right, we're at the ideal temperature, so let's pour the first layer. We're going to be careful not to drip it along the sides of the container so you can get a nice clean layer. As a side note, you'll want to make sure that your container is at least room temperature when you pour your wax. Allow the first layer to cool steadily without placing it in the fridge or freezer. As it begins to harden, melt down your next layer following the same steps as before, but only adding 2 drops of candle dye this time. Make sure the first layer of the candle has cooled almost all the way and add your second layer. This time pour at about 10 degrees higher. Doing so will help it adhere better to the bottom layer. Now that the second layer has cooled, you'll start to notice the slight gradient effect already. For the final layer, repeat all of the previous steps and only 1 drop of dye this time. Now that we've reached the ideal temperature, we're going to make our last and final pour. And there you go! Your candle is just about done. You just want to let it all completely harden and trim your wick to 1/4 of an inch for optimal burning. When the top layer has cooled, you'll get this full gradient look. I love how these candles look. They're simple without being too plain. Different colors will create different vibes. For a cool wintry effect, try a pale blue dye. For a misty forest look, use earthy green. The possibilities are only limited by your imagination. If you make these candles and are thinking of selling them, here are some pricing tips. Factor in all of your material costs as well as the time spent making each of them. Each jar contains about 7.84 ounces of scented wax and costs about $7 to make, including all of the ingredients and candle components I used. I'd sell each wholesale for around $9 to $11 and retail $13 to $16. Remember, your price points will be different based on where you source your supplies. That brings us to the end of today's project. We have tons more seasonal candle ideas coming your way, so be sure to subscribe to stay in the loop and head over to our channel to see all of our past projects. Thank you so much for tuning into AFI. Your support helps us continue making these videos. We can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!